Call them devil dogs. Call them leathernecks. Call them an enemy's worst nightmare. The United States Marine Corps is inseparably woven into the American fabric because it predates America itself. Since its very beginnings, the Corps has made Marines, won our nation's battles, and developed quality citizens. Founded in 1775 at Tun Tavern, Philadelphia, the Marines were originally commissioned to be an agile, versatile force in the Revolutionary War. If America had a battle to fight, the Marines were there, always faithful, always first to fight. They earned respect as expert marksmen in the War of 1812, dubbed Devil Dogs at Belleau Wood in World War I. They stood victorious at Iwo Jima and Okinawa in World War II. In Korea, they distinguished themselves in the Battle of Chosin Reservoir. They were honed in the austere theaters of Vietnam and the Middle East. When disaster struck in Haiti and Japan, Marines landed first and distributed critical aid. Times have changed, but the Marines' standard of excellence has never wavered. Since 1776, the Eagle and Anchor has stood as an emblem of power, service, and sacrifice for the Marines. Over time, this crest evolved to include the globe, symbolizing the Marines as a global force in readiness. The Eagle, Globe, and Anchor is the mark by which past generations of Marines are honored, and it is the emblem every recruit must earn to be called one of the few. It takes an outstanding Marine to find and build outstanding new Marines. Of the few Americans that join the Corps, even fewer with superior performance records are even considered for recruiting or drill instructor duty. These drill instructors and recruiters set the bar for young recruits. Their method, Ductus Exemplo, Latin for lead by example. Their core values, honor, courage, and commitment. Their mission, find and mold the next generation of Marines.
You are running it as a team. Aye, sir. You understand? Yes, sir.
Throughout recruit training, they will encourage, evaluate, and test the limits of recruits. And they will determine who has what it takes to earn the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor, and who doesn't. Each year, the Corps searches for the bravest, boldest, and most motivated 17 to 24-year-olds our country has to offer. Only those with the highest physical, mental, and moral character will even be considered for recruit training. From day one, leadership, integrity, and the Corps' ethos of honor, courage, and commitment are instilled into recruits. Demand to enter the Corps is high, and getting accepted is almost as extensive and demanding as recruit training itself. Candidates must be high school graduates and be qualified for the road ahead. Many prospects will begin the delayed entry program, a system where new recruits enlist but wait anywhere from 1 to 13 months to report to recruit training. Recruiters will continuously motivate and evaluate all candidates as they prepare to enter the Corps. Weekly team workouts and leadership training build camaraderie and prepare young men and women for the challenges ahead. Recruit training begins on the infamous yellow footprints at a Marine Corps recruit depot. This isn't just an intensive 12-week training and screening program. It's a trial by fire. An ongoing test to see if young recruits have the strength to be transformed into Marines. Those who rise to the challenge will be pushed to their limits. Stress, exhaustion, hunger, cold, heat, thirst. These are everyday challenges. Honor, integrity, and sheer determination help recruits push the envelope of possibility. Here, the Corps trains like it fights. The final act of recruit training is the Crucible, a relentless 54-hour training exercise designed to push recruits' limits and test their cumulative knowledge and training. In the Crucible, communication, grit, and teamwork are not optional. The weary few that remain at the end of the Crucible are rewarded with the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor. 3 months of marching, climbing, and pushing have strengthened mind and body. These men and women are now proud members of the United States Marine Corps. Where one journey ends, another begins. Simply attaining the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor is the first chapter in the career and life as a Marine. After graduation, each Marine will go on to receive specialty training in his or her military occupational specialty, or MOS. There are hundreds of these specialties in the Corps, ranging from logistics officers, scout snipers, or aircraft maintenance crews. No Marine's path is set in stone. Hard work and determination help Marines rise through the ranks. Whether a Marine's career lasts 4 years or 40, the Corps is dedicated to returning confident, capable citizens to the community. The traits, discipline, and honor learned in the Corps propel Marines into successful lives after active duty service ends. Former Scout Sniper Sergeant Jake Wood chose to make a difference for those impacted by natural disaster.
In January 2010, the earthquake hit Haiti. And I was watching the 24 hours news cycle, and I was seeing all the images that were coming out of Port-au-Prince, and the thing that kept occurring to me was that it was no different than Fallujah, it was no different than Afghanistan, and that this was a circumstance that I could have a positive impact in.
To help its Marines re-enter civilian life, the Corps helps returning veterans adapt their skills into civilian prosperity with college preparation, vocational training, corporate career assistance, and entrepreneurship curricula. For former Public Affairs Officer Captain Angie Morgan, the Marine Corps taught her how to be a better parent, businesswoman, and leader.
What's amazing about the Marine Corps is that they train men and women at every single level of the organization to be leaders. They all get the same intense leadership curriculum. It's about being accountable. It's about exceeding performance standards. It's about being disciplined, decisive, and working hard to motivate, influence, and inspire others.
The Eagle, Globe, and Anchor will always represent the outstanding legacy of the Corps, the accomplishment of becoming a Marine, and an eternal membership in a brotherhood of elite warriors and quality citizens. With honor, courage, and commitment, and a tireless devotion to defending the freedom of the United States, the Marine Corps will continue its legacy of making Marines, winning our nation's battles, and developing quality citizens who are ready to tackle any challenge, whether on the battlefield, the boardroom, or everyday life. As long as there are forces that threaten the peace of our nation and its allies, there will be United States Marines who will be first to fight for us all. They will remain Semper Fidelis.